1 year ago, I bought my E38 knowing that I would be driving it all year long. This is the second winter I've had with it, and I've learned quite a bit about it. Is this really the best car when it comes to winter? Maybe not the best, but we'll find out if it's a good performer with the snow. So to answer my original question, is the E38 BMW really a good car in the winter? Yeah, it is. You know, you've got a dynamic stability control, you have, with this particular car, the dampening system, you've got quite a lot of safety features to keep you on the road. It's a rear-wheel drive car, and there's really not a lot of weight in the trunk. I've never had to weigh it down, but I mean, if you really wanted to, you could add some bags of sand or something to the back, or just have some bricks, whatever it may be, if you really feel it needs more weight. But I've never felt the need to weigh it down. And sure, in the video, you'll see that the car loses traction and gets a little stuck, but quick reverse in and out, you're good to go. So really, I haven't had the need to put any weight into the trunk, but it's certainly an option. And I mean, if you really wanted to too, even in the owner's manual for this car, they have the part number for the chains to put on the tires. So if you wanted to, if you live in a really cold weather climate like northern Quebec, and you really need to have snow chains on the tires, it's certainly an option for you. Things like the stability control and dampening systems are fantastic on this car. Even though the car is 15 years old and most of the technology was put into this back in 1995, it's still very good today. And in fact, I prefer driving this car almost more than any other car I've driven. The only one that I would drive in the winter over this car was the BMW 740iL because it had xDrive. It's the only one. Every other car I've had plenty of four-wheel drive cars, and none of them have been as good as this when it comes to winter. And it's all because I've got a set of winter tires on this car. You can have all the safety features and all the technology that you want, but if you're not a very good winter driver or a very good driver in general, then it doesn't matter what technology they put into these cars. It's not going to correct that type of behavior. You need to be a better driver when it comes to the winter if you want to be able to have a winter car like this, especially driving a heavy rear-wheel drive car with almost 300 horsepower. There's a lot to play with here. There's a lot that could go wrong. So you have to be slow when it's snowing. Be careful. Don't be speeding. Always keep an eye out for ice and such. For example, on this road, you know, they haven't really plowed it that well. I'm doing the speed limit, as you should be. You know, I'm not going to be speeding down here because you never know. You could be driving and have to quickly make a change because there's a rock in the way or something, or old manure being moved around. You don't want to hit that. You don't want to crash, especially with a car like this. You know, getting parts and repairing it, not really the cheapest thing that you want to be doing. So let's talk about some of the other reasons why this car is very good in the winter, in my opinion. With the Canadian cold weather package, you get heated steering wheel, heated seats, heated rear seats, headlight washers that are also heated, heated windshield washer fluid. The base of the windshield is also heated so that it keeps your wiper blades defrosted. And you've also got heated side mirrors with the power folding option. Having everything heated has been really great. I mean, the heated steering wheel, by far, best feature that I could ever have imagined. And even on new cars today, they're only starting to get those features. So it's really nice to have that, especially when it's like minus 20. Maybe you've been outside filming some videos, your hands are frozen. It's nice to be able to warm up with that. The heated front seats have just 3 buttons, 3 settings, maximum, minimum, and medium. But the rear ones have a little dial, and on the older model E38s, your front seats would have had that same dial. So you can sort of infinitely adjust your seat heating. Now the headlight washing system is something that's found really only on European cars, and not every model has it. I believe all the E38s, especially with the cold weather package, came with it. But for the most part, you're going to probably find it very annoying. If you're driving during the summer and your headlights are on and you use your washers, they'll spray the headlights, and it's really just wasting fluid all over your car. It's really only useful, in my opinion, in the winter. If you're driving after it just snowed, there's a bunch of road salt on the ground, that's going to accumulate on the front of your car. Maybe you've gotten out after a long drive in the snow and it looks like your car's got a mustache. Well, if you've got heated washers that are spraying onto your headlights, it will clear that up, and it'll do a very good job of it. And you're not really wasting a lot of it. The car knows how many times it shoots that on the headlights and will only do it 5 times when the headlights are on. So turn on the headlights, you spray it, that's once. You'll go through 4 more cycles of the windshield getting sprayed before it'll hit the headlights again. And it's smart enough not to reset it if you were to turn off the lights. So it assumes that you're on a drive and you only need it once every 5 shots. So it conserves some of it that way. I found the headlight washers to be pretty useful in the winter. Other than that, I wish there was a way to turn them off. Now the heated windshield is really nice too. Some new Subarus have this feature and the E38 has it as well. What it does is at the bottom of the windshield where your wipers sit, puts a little bit of heat. Same type of elements that are in the back windshield defroster. That way, when it's cold out, the car will keep that running so that your wipers are never cold or frozen. You know, if you were to spray them and they were kind of frozen, they would really not do anything. So having them always warmed up is really nice in really crappy weather. This probably will be our last video for 2016. If you have a car that you'd like to have featured and live in our area, please send me an email, niall@perpetualradio.ca. We'll do our best to have it featured on our channel. Thanks so much for watching. As always, don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and if you have any questions or comments about this or anything that we do, please leave us a comment or shoot us an email. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the new year.